Hi everyone and welcome to Green Monk TV. We are at the Diversey Climate Change Summit in Amsterdam, and with me I have Donald Pulse, Head of the Climate Programme for the World Wildlife Fund. Donald, what is the Climate Programme in the World Wildlife Fund?
It's a broad program, of course, aimed at ensuring that human society live in harmony with nature, and with specific reference to our energy consumption and our CO2 emissions. We have to ensure that we as a society limit our CO2 emissions in order to ensure that climate change does not reach more than 2 degrees global warming.
So how are you doing that? I mean, I know you're working with companies, for example. Do you want to tell me what you're doing with the companies and what kind of successes you're having?
We work with companies in two related ways. In the first instance, we work with companies, mostly thought and ambition leaders within a sector, to limit their own CO2, to develop innovative approaches to reduce CO2 and energy consumption, but also worked with companies to influence government in order to create enabling environments in order for the companies to as a group move forward and work towards a low carbon economy.
Okay, and that all sounds very well in theory, but are you having any successes in practice?
We have enormous successes. The Climate Savers program of WWF already has 22 companies participating, including Diversey, IBM, Nokia, Nike. And in the last year, we have reduced more than 50 megatons of CO2, and to get a bit of an impression of how much that is a quarter of what the Netherlands, a very active economy, produces in a year, and that on a voluntary basis. So that's a success, I would say.
Tremendous. And what are your plans going forward? Do you have targets to try and get that 50 megatons to 100 or 200 or 500, or what kind of targets have you set for the Climate Savers program?
We now have 22 members of the Climate Savers program. We want to move to 100 members in 5 years' time. I think that will be effective. Of course, the CO2 reduction is also very important, but our main focus is to get ambitious leaders within sectors that reduce their own CO2, but more so take the whole group and move them forward.
Okay, super. Donald, thanks a million for coming on the show.
Thank you.